Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny,
JD,
Erin. Oh, and Erin.
Okay, got to get back.
What
into
a great start to the day.
Got to get back into it.
It's just me and Erin. Wow.
You haven't had a coffee yet.
Oops. And I'm like 2 weeks out of practice. So.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're here. Last week, what happened last week? Chaos.
I mean, they can't see, but we've moved seats, and I think that's confused everything.
But this is how we used to sit, so really it should bring comfort and order. But I can't guarantee that.
No, we've not changed our positioning.
No, we've literally just gone. Woo.
Yeah. Basically, I got a Christmas tree that didn't fit where it was supposed to go, so I had to rearrange the whole room. Okay, so we have a patron request from Amanda P. Hi, Amanda. Amanda went to see BTS.
In LA?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe not. Hi, Amanda.
Could have invited us, Amanda, you know, when we were free.
Don't tell me how to feel. I am
Yeah.
jealous.
I'm
I
jealous.
hate you all.
Jealous but
joking.
happy. I'm just jealous
Yeah.
but happy for those.
Next time, just bring us with you. I'm small. I can fit into a carry-on.
I'll bring snacks. So, yeah, it's called, is it CIX? CIX?
Yeah.
CIX.
Yeah.
CIX.
Yeah.
They're called CIX, but you spell it CIX.
I'm just glad you know them because I really wasn't sure how to say it.
Yes. Yeah, I know them. Again, don't know everything about them, but I'm familiar with them. So CIX are a 5-piece boy group. They debuted, I think, in about 2019.
They're new.
Yeah, and they're from, and I remember they're from C9 Entertainment because Bae-jin Young is from 101, and he was from the second season of Produce 101 that made the band 101.
I was going to say, you're,
that made 101.
You're putting all these words in that mean nothing.
Anyway.
They're from where that made what from where?
So
I've heard you say about the project thing.
yeah, so it's those one of those reality shows that made the band basically. Like they go through challenges and they perform every week and whatnot. So Bae-jin Young, one of the members from CIX, was on the program Produce 101, which then created the boy group 101. They were around and really, really popular, and they're now all doing their own individual things, which is awesome. So you've got so many really good artists from that group.
Yeah.
They're all carrying on. But this particular band, CIX, is where Bae-jin Young went to. This was his group. So they've been around for a couple of years now. They've got quite a few albums, and they've got some really good songs. This is one really good one. I think my favourite is My New World, but this is so we can get to that one. So
Okay.
If Amanda wants us to watch those ones.
This one's called Movie Star.
It's quite sexy. It's basically all just.
Is it about like falling in love with a movie star?
It's I think it's and again, apologies, I don't know as much about them. I've not delved as much into like all of the meanings of the lyrics and everything, but I think the vibe I get from it is they're saying that in their eyes the girl they like is like a movie star. And they're like, oh, you're a movie star. So, so this is their song Movie Star, and it's quite catchy. It's a little bit of an earworm.
Yeah.
Do you know their names? Do you have a photo?
I don't.
How old are they?
They're all like I think 20, 21. So they are young men, but they are beautiful and they're talented. And it's weird for me watching this because I can see the progression of Bae-jin Young when he was in 101 and when he was on Produce 101. He was so shy, he was so nervous. He auditioned and he wouldn't even look them in the eye. He looked at the floor and they were like, we need to work on your confidence. They were like, you have no reason to be like not to be confident. Bless him, he was so sweet.
Still brave to audition though if you're that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. And he was already in an agency. He was with C9 Entertainment, so they'd obviously signed him because he had potential, but it's such a cutthroat industry. Do you know what I mean? I can only imagine what that felt like. But yeah, he was I think he was one of the youngest, and he was so shy. So he got more confident throughout that, which is great. And then by the end of one of the performances of Produce 101, he got to be the centre, which was awesome. And then that means like the main person that kind of starts the show. And so seeing it when they debuted in CIX, and then like Movie Star came out and My New World and whatnot, and I was seeing him and I was just, he's flexing his swag and like he looks so confident. I was just like, yes, boy, it looks really good. So I'm so pleased to see that progression of him. He is a very attractive young man. He's gorgeous, but so I appreciate that they are a same as like Stray Kids, like fourth generation. So we can still appreciate, but they are younger. Oh, it's got a book and a ripple. I like that.
Like a blue.
Agent Young.
So it's 5 of them.
Oh, look at her move.
Sorry, it's that seductive sound, isn't it?
I love the outfit changes. Oh, the dark suits, you know.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's Paige Young. Isn't he beautiful?
Yes, he is.
I love that move.
I love his outfit. The black with the red tartan. So good.
Starting to have a think about rappers.
Welcome to my world.
That move is just so cool.
I want you to do it for us later, Erin.
Ooh. I think that high note's Paige Young. But I could be wrong.
That was sick. Do you know what? I liked it, but I was struggling with the fact that I felt like the scenes and image changed so quickly. I couldn't get a really good look at any of them.
Yeah, especially we feel quite greedy. I don't know, but best way to describe it is I feel quite greedy for that. Whenever we start watching a new game, I'm really
look
greedy.
at
I want to
everyone.
look at them.
Yeah,
yeah, it was all changing. I loved all of their outfits and everything, and it was not because I discover a lot of music just by randomly listening to like new K-pop.
Yeah.
It's just if I like it, I'm like, oh, okay, what's that? Like I said, they piqued my interest anyway because I was familiar with Beijing Young and where everyone from 101 what they were doing when they left. But it was nice to actually have a bit of subtitles there. So because the vibe of the song is obviously like they're singing about their object of affection who they feel is like slightly out of reach because they're like a movie star.
Yeah.
So it's like they're fantasizing about this person. They're like, oh, will we ever, will our paths ever cross? And that's
I wonder
quite
what
cool.
the movie star reference is also when you like put someone on a pedestal, don't you?
That's what I mean. That person may not even be famous, but to them, they're like a shining beacon.
One of the lyrics they said was when like they shine their light or she shines her light on me. So like it's kind of like I'll wait and when they're ready they'll eventually see me.
Aww.
And how it feels when you have that person's attention.
Yeah. There's sometimes people and when they're so the cliche light up the room, but they are just so funny and
Charismatic.
Like you're drawn to them.
And then when they speak to you, or they like find you funny. You're like, oh, I have been seen.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I felt like they were.
Yeah.
Angling for. I thought it was a very interesting sound.
It was seductive.
I feel like you could listen to it in like 2 moods. You could listen to it really chilled and just be like, movie stars, you're doing whatever, or really like party like by doing the dance moves. I feel like you could hear that either which way you wanted to.
Yeah,
no, that's interesting. Yeah,
it's not like an out and out
party tune, but it's not an out and out.
That was very
and
interesting.
I think it is quite sexy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a seductive tone to it.
Yeah,
and because that dance move that I kept going on about, it was slow here, and then it just looked like their legs were almost like jelly.
They got really good footwork. Yeah.
Like those effects where it just looked like the screen rippled, but it was actually their legs.
Which was amazing because there was all the water references in the back.
Yeah.
I was thinking that actually how that reference like emulates the style of movement they were doing. Yeah.
The only moment that stood out for me, I don't mean it that way, that someone maybe would go, was when the rapper came in.
Yeah, that was good rapping.
But again, that could just be because the song changed up at that point, so it made me go, oh.
Well, he also had a deeper tone, like the chorus, I think, especially like with I think it's Jin Young that does that high note, and then he came in of lights, camera, action with the deeper voice, which was it was a bit more of a punch. So it's quite nice and noticeable.
I'm noticing a pattern. Deep voiced rappers
and angry K-pop idols. You like a bit of angry rap?
I don't know whether this is right or not, but it did make me think that the song structure was a bit more with what we're familiar with in the West. There was like a definite verse, a definite chorus, a little bit of fun,
a little bridge, and then
But I'm saying that, is that familiar because it seems Western, or is it just actually that now the Korean structure of songs maybe is what is the new familiar?
Possibly a bit of both, but I think that one didn't have as many different parts. Yeah, so I'd say that is probably more likely of verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, whatnot. So that's probably more of a similar style to what we're used to in the West.
There were times where I thought, there's quite a bit of English here. It almost felt like you were getting an English line and a Korean line at points.
Yeah, K-pop's really good at just whacking in like an English line so that it can become like that's the hook of the earworm with the bit that you get.
It's the one bit we sing because we know that.
Well, yeah, for us obviously as foreigners, that's a bit we can grab onto. But apparently, in Korean fans really like that as well, having that line that they can learn and
well, here you see it with French or Spanish. They just put in a little saying or something, don't they?
Yeah.
I think that was a really good, easy listen song.
Yeah.
I've got the movie star bit in my head. It was so polished and like glassy.
Very polished. Everyone looked so.
And when you said about them being
chiseled.
young, it was like no, they looked really professional, really.
Yeah, very high. Well, that's what I mean. Jin Young obviously was. I don't know much about the others, obviously, but Jin Young was coming off the back of a world famous group, so he was already a professional level performer.
Who?
Jin Young. Bae Jin Young.
Okay, that's what you've just changed his name halfway through.
His name is Jin Young, but I'm just dropping his surname. Sorry, Bae Jin Young has coming out of one of them. Sorry,
like we need a
Jin Young. Jin Young.
I'm thinking, she knows 2 members.
No, I didn't ask her if she knew anyone else. She was just nod along and smile.
Sorry, no, we just dropped the Bae because that's his surname. It's like when we refer to Park Jimin and then just Jimin, we dropped the Park.
But we didn't do that.
Sorry.
You didn't tell us that.
Easy.
Go too fast. Sorry. Yeah, so Bae Jin Young, he came off of 101, so that they were touring and everything, so he was already at a very, very professional performing level, and I imagine that, I can't tell that apart from the others. His bandmates obviously they all look so polished, like you said, but I'm not sure what their background is, whether they were coming from other groups or not. But this is the thing with K-pop, and in order to try and make yourself stand out, you've got to be at that level, which is just amazingly hard work. So,
the outfits were cool as well.
It was so cool. Did you see his black outfit with the tartan? It's so nice.
But I also liked that when they were wearing the black suits, they were going for the whole black suits, but a casual look, because they were like just wearing vest tops underneath rather than.
Some of them had trainers.
And and none of them had the same style in the black suit.
They were all different.
That is one of my favourite things that I'm noticing in K-pop is that they'll have like a theme of what you're supposed to wear, but everyone just has it tweaked differently, and then as you get to know members, you can see how things are tweaked to suit them. Maybe because they're quite... This was their debut, was it?
I don't know if Movie Star was actually their debut song, but it's definitely on their debut album. So their first Hello, I think it was. But yeah, it was on their debut album. This could have been their debut song. I'll find out.
Yeah, it was... Oh, and someone had the like white...
That's page now. With the holes in it.
So he must have been very, very centre then throughout.
He was the centre of that. Yeah, he's the centre of that song. That's what I mean. When you have a centre, and the centre can change. It's not always the same, but the centre for that song, usually they will have a bit of a slight standout moment within it. Yeah. So.
But who was on the bike then that was like lying down on the bike?
I don't know. I can't remember the names. I'm really sorry.
Who was lying down on the bike?
He had, was it the like white t-shirt with red writing, and I feel like his hair was
lighter.
Yeah.
I think he had contacts in as well.
But more importantly, so who's the rapper?
yes. That's the mean. All of them. Very good.
Oh, I love that we hear new... I know there's like a lot of K-pop, but it's nice to hear new groups because then now we've done this and heard them, when I hear them referenced or something like that, I'll be like, oh, and I'll have something to think back to. It just feels like I'm growing a little.
It's also really lovely. Like I said, I don't know everything about all of the bands that I listen to, but my K-pop list is literally like, I think it's about 17 hours. You know, in Spotify you can say how long it is. I think my K-pop playlist is like 17 hours long. So I have so many songs in there, and it's so nice that when you get a K-pop playlist that just adds more songs, and literally put it on shuffle, there is no lose for me. There's no bad song. So it's just really nice when you add new songs that you're just like, I'd be really happy if this came on in the car driving or whatever. So that's really enjoyable. So more songs.
I like that your My Cup of TV Spotify playlist like now has, because it was just BTS, a couple of Blackpink, but now it's starting to every song we do there's a bit more, so I can just say something I haven't defined, I just stick it on Spotify.
Great, so that was CIX Movie Star. Yeah, I think that's a good intro to them.
Thanks Amanda.
Thank you Amanda. And so thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.